All right, guys, because it's getting hot, it's freaking 90 degrees right now, so we can't train in a warehouse that has no AC without Timmy D dying.
I like how I'm the one that's getting the
getting
blame here, but
it's because you were crying on the floor last time.
He was crying. No, so anyways, Jacob will definitely do that in there. The reason why this gym means so much to me, and it was one of my bucket list things, I always wanted a home gym, is because it just represents some things. When I come in here, you see it's black and yellow. That's my colors, because something about the yellow, it wakes me up. It's something that it's powerful, it's energetic. It's the Rocky colors, you know, it's the colors that it just brings all that emotion to me. So I'm creating the atmosphere that I'm personally developing in, right? So I personally develop in here. And like, you ever go to gyms and see, I don't know who does the decorating for the gyms, but it's gray, it's dark colors, it's horrible. Like, remember, Tim, when we travel, we go to gyms, like, this is horrible. It's the mood. You walk in there, the music sucks, and the colors just drain you. Here, I have sunlight coming in. I love the natural sun. All this stuff is just empowering, so I love it. I just get a great workout in here, and I love it. And then I have pictures of Stallone and Drago and Arnold, and I get another Arnold one in there. So it's the inspirational people that always did in my life. So what I do is I make sure, I think the real good way for personal development yourself is you create your environment. So I created the environment. You got the yellow, you got the black, you got the icons in my life that motivated me, inspired me. So even on a subconscious level, when you walk in here, it's go time. You know, you go to seminars and it's thousands of dollars, and they're gonna teach you how to create a vision board and a PowerPoint on your vision. You put pictures there, and isn't that what we did as kids? Like, when we were kids, what did we do? We put posters of Rocky up, we put posters, you know, we put the posters of the Lamborghini up, right? We put the posters of the Lamborghini up on our walls. Girls, you put, you know, John Stamos on your walls. Like, there's not one piece of artwork or anything hanging on the wall that doesn't have a lot of meaning. We didn't do vision boards, we did vision rooms. So just think when you're a kid, all the things we put on our walls, they meant something. They meant something, there was something of inspiration. So when I see Rocky, I just don't see Rocky. It represents everything of me growing up as a child and watching the movies and even watching the first movie with my dad. You know, so it's like, it's so much good memories come in there. So I surround myself, everything around here has meaning. Everything I hang on the walls has meaning. But you know, you gotta like, but you're taught to grow up and put bowls of fruit on your wall. Like, what the hell is the bowl of fruit on your wall when I walk into your house? Take the bowls of fruit off your wall and put something that's meaningful. Surround it. Surround your life. Create your environment. Very important. Where you live, make your living environment the environment you want that conduces growth, confidence, and hero. Tough conversations, you know? Like we talked about, the toughest thing in life is making a decision. So when you're faced with a decision, we're always afraid of making the wrong decision, right? But the thing is, you know, you make the decision 100%. Gotta go, because if you waver on the decision, then that's when you get in trouble. Because then you start doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then make a decision and go.
And you can always course correct.
You can course correct, but go in at 100%. Like, this is what I'm gonna do. But if you waver in the middle, and maybe I'll do this, a little bit of that, and hep, it's a mess. It sucks, dude. But it's a fight. It's a fight. But I have a feeling he'll win, always. But I also have feelings. I also know the times when I talk to someone when I know they're not gonna win, and it's not because I'm judging them. I sense that they gave up, but I think he has the resilience. I could feel it. He'll win when he makes the decision. There's plenty of people I talk to him, and you can just see they're so defeated on the inside from the stuff of life. And this is where the confidence and the pride and the ego and the hero comes in, because the hero wins. He's got the hero. He's got it. You know, if I have to bench 300 pounds, I don't want to start working out that day. But you know, my years of it, I'm ready, right? So I think that's the way personal development is. You're building the discipline muscle, all these other things. So when life does throw you a curveball, a test, you're ready. You're ready to whether it be a disease, whether it be starting your own business, whether it be a relationship, you're ready to tackle it, and you're ready to win. Elon Musk faced bankruptcy in the face, so it's like, and I'm thinking, man, I don't want to have to go to that, but something about that shift happens. Like these guys went all in, and it was at that last moment, they found something in themselves at that last moment, turns around. Too many stories like that. I don't want that story, so I want to learn from them, you know? We all do. All right, cool, let's eat protein pudding. So even on a smaller scale, the congruency, it's you're not lying, but if you're behind an idea, but you believe in this idea, but you're not doing the idea for whatever reasons, then you really can't stand behind that, right? So
I have a story about congruency. So one day there was a family that walked in.
Yeah.
It's like my son is eating sugar and like he doesn't want to stop, and she asked the man, like, tell him to stop eating sugar, and then the man said come back in 2 weeks, and then they came back in 2 weeks, and she asked, why did you say to come back in 2 weeks? And the man said, I had to stop eating sugar.
Ooh.
Dun, dun,
That was
dun.
good. And you know who the man was? You want to tell me who the man was?
Who?
It was Gandhi. So a lady went to Gandhi, and her son was eating a ton of sugar. She's like, can you just tell him to stop eating sugar? And he goes, come back in 2 weeks. And then when he came back in 2 weeks, she came to him, and she said, can you tell him? And he's like, stop eating sugar. And she's like, that's it? He's like, yeah. She's like, why didn't you say that 2 weeks ago? He goes, because I had to stop eating sugar. So that was very good that you remember
Good,
that.
you remember
That was
that.
awesome. So that's a congruency story. Man, I got to use that in a talk.
Yeah.
In my story, when I was feeling depressed, and I felt this torment because I didn't know I was grieving my potential the entire time. But if you can't put your finger on it, you didn't know. But I knew there was something more. All the talks I've ever did, all the notes I ever took when I read books, really for 7 years, I just started writing like the titles down. I just started speaking, going over different topics, and just improvising it, doing it. 2 hours go by. I'm like, man, it was fun, and I had more energy. I was sweating. It was like I did cardio. It was insane. And then I was like, well, what am I going to do with these things? Because I just put them on OneDrive. This would be great to give to my kids, like Justice and Titus. This is every bit of wisdom, every bit of thing I learned in my life that made me who I was, or to be able to help people. Instead of giving them a library, I have it all on video, so they could watch it and they could learn from it. And I could teach them. Our great grandkids is going to be able to see us doing things. It's amazing. We didn't have this opportunity. So that was my big why, to do it for the kids, to leave them something. Then I realized that this 5-minute fuel was just, I realized all these 5-minute fuels coming out of me, this was just my hero the entire time, just the wisdom inside. But I'm like, this is the hero. So now we get to take this and give it to the world. So this is something where when I started doing these, I would spend 2 or 3 hours on a Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. But this really got me through it because even though I was dissatisfied and I didn't know what this issue was in my heart and it was calloused, this was kind of like the only couple hours of the day I could go and feel free again. I would actually crave doing this, so we wound up doing 300 videos in a matter of like 6 weeks. And I just put them on the iPad, and then I just talk about them. And so we build these 5-minute videos. So that's where 5-minute fuel came from.